Okay, let's try to put it somewhere. Let's try to put it somewhere that can be hidden, maybe, or that's easy to put up. Where do you want to put it? We are officially 2 weeks away from moving. In fact, in 2 weeks, because today's Monday, 2 Mondays from now, well, 1 Monday from now if you don't count the one we're in, we will be in our new place. Well, actually, we'll have probably just landed right now because, yeah, our flight gets in at like 3 something. So I want to document this whole process. This started off a little bit strange, but yes, my family is relocating. We've been living in New Mexico for the last 6 years, and we are getting ready to move to South Carolina. Very big move. Very excited for a new opportunity, job for my husband, excited for myself as well, just because so many life-changing aspects are going to happen with this move, being closer to family, being able to see my husband more because his commute to work is going to be significantly better, which means a lot more family time, a lot more me time as well. And then also being closer to where my clients actually are and just the women that I connect with online. A lot of you all are over on the East Coast, especially within that area. So I'm just really excited for the possibilities and the things to come. So I'm kicking this off because I'm going to just be kind of doing little bits over the next 2 weeks of just exciting moments and things that are happening. There's not going to be really any official format to this. And this is really going to be for my ladies that just love to support and just see how we're doing and just life update type of things. This is not really any business related stuff, but it's just more so like, this is where I'm at in my life. It's an extremely busy season. It has been for the last couple of months. Our house is currently on the market. We haven't gotten a buyer yet, but it's been up for, I think, a little over 2 weeks now. So we're just keeping our fingers crossed that someone will purchase. And it's been a wild ride. So when this video officially goes up, we will already be settled a bit in our new home, but I just wanted to capture this moment because it's just so cool to be able to look back on all of these things that I've experienced and just see where I was at different parts in my life. And yeah, so we're excited. I definitely had a mix of emotions, and I'll kind of drop some of that footage within this vlog as well, just how I've been feeling over the time frame. But yes, it has been 2 weeks, or we have 2 weeks. Luckily, we don't really have to pack because the moving company that is going to be moving us, they actually pack for us, which is beautiful, okay? But I still need to go through some things, make sure we're not bringing stuff we don't need as much as possible. And yeah, but let's see. We have a lot of big things coming up, so I kind of just mention them and then we'll drop them in so y'all won't be like, what is going on? So my husband has had braces for almost the last 3 years. He's getting his braces off this week, so that's exciting. We're very excited for him. I already know it's going to be like weird for him, you know, I'm sure like after you've had something on your teeth for so long and then for it to just be like off. What else is happening? We're going to dinner with neighbors. I'm just trying to get in some last things, seeing friends. I'm trying to get rid of some stuff to sell and just get out of this house. Definitely moving day and the Packers coming and all that stuff will be happening. Our cars are going to be going across country too, so we're going to have to get like a rental. So many to-dos, y'all. Like if you ever just need some advice on moving across the country, reach out to your girl, okay? Because we've done this, will be our second time now, and I have a lot of tips I can share. The only thing is I'll say we've been very fortunate that both times it's been with a relocation company, so we get reimbursed for a lot of things, and that definitely helps, but we still have to coordinate all of these details, you know, regardless, we're still coordinating everything. So yeah, that is what's going to be happening. So if you are excited for us to be moving, relocating, and all of the blessings and the nerves and all that come along with just a new place to be living and just getting comfortable with all that, then definitely just keep watching the video. As you know, this vlog is all over the place, but I'm just kind of vlogging random moments. So I'm actually on my way to the library right now. We have a house showing in about an hour. I'm really grateful because Evan is home now. He had his last day of work last week, so it's kind of nice like having someone to be able to take over, so I don't have to like worry about Emery coming with me. She definitely would have had to, and that would have been interesting because I have 2 kickoff calls this afternoon. And usually like when I have to leave the house for these showings, or even just as a recommendation to you, like if you're ever wondering where you can go, maybe you don't want to feel that pressure of having to like pay to do something at a coffee shop, or you know, somewhere like that, or maybe you don't want to pay for a co-working space. Libraries are a great place to check. Like ours has these private rooms that you can go in. You don't have to pay for it. They do have like a 2-hour limit, but they're pretty lenient at my library with it, where you can basically just stay unless it's like a lot of people waiting basically, and that's never happened to me before. But that's what I'm getting ready to do. So I think I'm gonna grab a little something to eat because I do have a little time, and then I'm gonna head there so that I can make sure I get a room for this call, and then I'll possibly just work through until the next call and then come home after. That's what I'm thinking I'm gonna do, because the time of when the people are doing the showing, it's like right in the middle of the 2 calls. So I'm like, I could swing back home and then do the second call at home. So I'll see how I'm feeling. But anyway, things are doing pretty good. It's just been a very up and down process with selling a home. I think the biggest thing I would say is just like we are dealing with interest rates have risen recently, and so that's a little bit annoying. And then we've had like some interesting comps in our area as far as like homes that have sold that have similar specs to ours, that are significantly lower than what we have ours on the market for. But it's just weird because like we know we priced ours really well. We actually priced ours still a little bit lower than what it would be running for like our development that we live in. So it's just been interesting. You know, it's like you hope that these things go quickly, but at this point the house has been on the market for I think 2.5 weeks now, so we'll see. I mean, obviously we still have time. We still have, I'm doing that countdown with Emery that I showed you all probably in a previous clip. So I think according to her countdown, we have 11 days left. So before we will not be here physically anymore. So I'm just hoping, praying to God that this house will sell before we leave. Our realtor will handle it if we're not here, but you know how, I mean, it's just one of those things where it's like, it's our home, you know, we take pride in it, and it would just be nice to be able to close that and know like, okay, we have an offer, and kind of leave on that note. So I'm just going to be really praying for that over this next week and a half or so until it's time for us to leave. But anyway, I'm gonna grab something to eat and then head to the library, but just wanted to check in with you all and just share like things are moving along for us. I also have been doing a lot of decluttering, even more so, and I'm getting ready to start shifting gears to packing up our suitcases and stuff for when we are going to be flying out, because I want to have all of that stuff out of the way when the movers come next week, so that way they're not like, you know, it's just not a whole bunch of like, oh wait, don't take that, like I want to get all those things out of the way, because that would be really annoying. And I also want to decide if I want to mail anything to myself. I'm thinking I might ship a couple boxes to the new house so that we have a couple things that'll arrive like the day we get there, or maybe like the day after or something. So I'm looking into that as well. And I guess we'll just see. I also need to do address change still. Like there's still some things on my list where I'm like, girl, what are you doing? So it's so many moving parts. And it's just one of those things where it's like, okay, I'm trying to just be present in the moment, but the moment is not enjoyable because there's so many things to do. But I'm still grateful though. I really am. It's going to be good. I'm putting positive vibes in the air that everything will work out. And I'll look back when I'm editing this video and I'm chilling in our new house and we're settled and I'm starting to post this series or this, whatever this even is. That it's just gonna be like, girl, chill, calm down, like it ended up working out. So anyway, that's all I got. Well, this is interesting. So they didn't have a private room. Maybe I should have, well, I don't know. I think it probably wouldn't have mattered if I didn't get a snack, because usually the rooms people are in there for about 2 hours, and she said the next one is not gonna be up to 1:15, but my call is at 1. So the lady was so nice. She ended up bringing me back to this, I don't even know, what is this, y'all? It's like she called it a history room or something. Let me show you. So it's like I have to leave the door open because it's a public room, she said, but she said no one ever comes in here. So I'm like, hopefully that's the case. But it's like all of the like local stuff in here. That's really nice. And then also, I don't know, just some random things in here. So I'm getting ready to set up for this call. I'm so excited for it. It's a kickoff call, so we'll see if this person decides to move forward and us working together. I always love doing these calls because it's a chance for me to get to meet you all, first off. I always love to still give tips and advice on the calls as well, even if you choose not to work with me. You know, like during our time, I'm happy to answer a question or two, especially if it's relevant to like the things that you're trying to work with me on possibly. And it's just a good time. It really is. And I always I love it. I really do. I love what I do so much. And so I'm always so grateful every time someone books a call with me because it just makes me just feel more solidified in what I'm doing. So I appreciate all of the kickoff calls, whether you end up working with me or not. They're amazing. I love it. And so I'm going to just set up and get ready for it. And maybe I'll show you a little time lapse or something. So I had a fail. Literally forgot my headphones at home. I was not even thinking about it because I don't ever wear headphones on these calls. So this is what I found, you guys. So I might just try to turn the volume down on it because I'm like, I don't know if I want to wear Minnie Mouse headphones. But I also don't want to be loud either because the door is open in here. So I don't know. This is just like, I'm ready to go. Things like this is just frustrating. I'm grateful, you know, I'm trying to be grateful, but like I said in one of my past videos, I'm gonna let myself feel how I want to feel, okay? Because it's so annoying, but we're gonna make it work. Fact about New Mexico, if you ever want to move here or you want to visit, a fun fact, it's not so fun for the people that live here, but the wind, y'all, it is next level. Like, and I don't mean like once or twice a year, I mean like once or twice a week, especially around this time of year. The wind is really bad, but I mean really year round, the wind is crazy. Like sometimes there'll be those dust storms, which are pretty bad, you know, like where it like looks like a tornado almost, but it's dust. That happens a lot. It's just crazy. So, and the wind will ruin things. Like, you know how like the rain will ruin things when you do stuff, like the wind will ruin things here. And it's crazy. It's like after it gets past the afternoon, the wind can just turn up and it can just ruin your plans. And that's not something we knew before we moved here, but we quickly found out. And it's just, yeah, so I will not miss this at all. I will be happy. I mean, there'll be other things that I might not enjoy as much in our new resident state, but I will not miss this wind, I promise you, okay? But yeah, I mean, literally, like it's probably, I mean, it gets up to like 50 miles an hour. I don't mean nothing like crazy. Like, I mean, 50 miles an hour, 30 miles an hour, like not no little, whatever. It'd be blowing me. Like you saw that gust that it got me. Like it gets crazy. So anyways, that call went really well. I'm pretty sure that she's going to be working with me, so I'm so excited. It was so funny, y'all, though, that I had Emery's headphones just in case, because I didn't know if the room I was in it was a room, but anyone could have walked in at any point. So I had the headphones just in case. Thank God nobody walked in, because I know she would have been looking at me like I was crazy if I put some Minnie Mouse headphones on, but it would have been what it was going to be, right? So now I'm actually getting ready to head home for my other call I have at 2:30, and I just talked to my husband, so we'll see. Hopefully the people like the house that came to the showing. I'm just like, can somebody buy this thing, please? Like, can we, please? So anyway, on to my next call. Friday. We are officially 9 days away from moving. I am just like, wow, we're in the single digits. So it's always like a weird feeling, because it's like I'm not packing my stuff up, so I feel like I should be doing something. But I have been slowly packing up the things that we'll need for like kind of like that waiting time from when we get there on the first night until all of our furniture and our belongings and everything arrive. So that's what I've been working on, and maybe I'll show you all a little bit of that at some point over these days as we're documenting this countdown. But yeah, I actually am getting ready to get on a call with a client for design. She has a really, really cute children's journal that we've been working on together. So I'm getting on and kind of show her the final design and see what she thinks. So we're doing that today. And then after that, I also have a call with my intern, which I haven't talked a lot about. Recently, I started working with an amazing woman. She is an intern for the Inspired Blueprint, and it's just been really a blessing to have her already. And so I'll be meeting with her for kind of like our regular meeting that we have. And then after that, I'm probably going to shift gears and just kind of do some more house stuff. I really want to just go through some cabinets and just throw things away. You know, all of just that little stuff, just to kind of be somewhat prepared for when people come. And then I have a couple more pieces of furniture that I think I want to list on like Facebook Marketplace or drop off at Goodwill or something like that. So that's kind of the plan for today. If you're seeing this, definitely get you a Bun Girl mug. You can get $5 off. I'll have the link down below. I absolutely love this mug. I'm going to be coming out with some more colors and things soon. I actually have been working on a really, really cute collection. I should show y'all. You want to see the candles? They are so cute. That was some feedback that I got from people that they really loved the candles. And so I have this really cute little graphic that I designed for the brand new candles. Hopefully you can see that. It's so nice though. I love it. And so there's going to be 2 different scents. I believe I'm going to do vanilla, and then there's a spa retreat scent. So it's going to be really good, as well as a couple other things. I have some fun products that I have in the works that will be coming out in the fall. So it's just really like a good creative time as well in the midst of this crazy season of moving. But anyway, I have a little under a half hour before I get on this call. I'm about to eat this bar. This is one of my favorites. Have y'all had this? It's from Good and Gather at Target. Let me see if I can focus it on. It's from Good and Gather at Target, and this particular one is the cashew butter and chocolate chip one. But I also really like, there's another one. It's brown wrapping too. I like that one as well. But this is just, it's like a good little snack, especially like on the days when I don't do a smoothie, because I don't know if I'm doing a smoothie today. Maybe I might do one later, I don't know, but I just wasn't really feeling it. There's just some days I'm like, I just want to keep it simple. So I just have my little lemon ginger tea and this little date bar, and I'm going to just kind of finish up some things before I get on this call with her, and just hoping for a good day. We have another house showing this weekend that's going to be happening, so we're going to have to find something to do for I think like 4 hours. 12, 1, 2, 3, yeah, 4 hours on Sunday. So yeah, it's just so much fun right now. I'm loving it. I'm grateful, but you know, it's mixed. Okay, I'm trying to get these little things out of the wall because we actually drilled it into the wall. What are these called? This is what's in the wall. So I have some tweezers. I've tried everything. Pliers. I'm gonna try tweezers next. Let's see. This one is like stuck in there. Alright, I think I'm gonna do the other ones and then I'll come back. The movers are going to be coming in literally 2 days, y'all. Technically 1 day if you don't count today. So yeah, lots happening. Just trying to get these last details together. I'm going to patch up the holes in the wall in this room probably tonight. And then finish packing suitcases so for the time that we're there without all of our stuff, that we do have something. I also was planning on recording a lot more, but I have this like really, this sore, and it's like hard to talk right here. So yeah, there's that. And on top of that, exciting, I have a call coming up for my membership today. So I'm trying not to talk too much so that my tongue doesn't like hurt. So yeah, that's why I'm talking a little bit weird. I'm trying not to rub my tongue up on my teeth too much. Because yeah, it's like a little sore over here. I like bit down on my tongue really weird and then it just didn't heal right away. So now it's just like still hurting days later. And it's just like, why? Luckily I recorded all of my like long form videos for YouTube and I already recorded and I don't have any plans to go live for the next couple of weeks, so hopefully that will give my tongue enough time to heal itself, because this is just, it's not fun at all. It's been really interesting like having to like order stuff at the drive-thru and everything and trying to just talk. And then like when it's with Evan and Emery, I even talk with like my teeth clenched because I'm trying to protect my tongue. So it's just weird, y'all, okay? Like, just bear with me. But I just wanted to check in. I can't believe it. We did Emery's little chain thing yesterday, and we are 6 days away from leaving. Like, I cannot believe it. Me and Evan have been having some just different conversations, just like mixed emotions of moving, and it's just crazy. Like, we've been talking about this for years of when we finally would be leaving. And now that it's here, it's just like, it really is the definition of something being bittersweet. So many good things have been here, you know, so many things we've missed that we're ready to kind of get back to. So much unknown with this new chapter. So it's just really one of those things of like, really just trusting God in this season and seeing what he has in store for us, because we don't know. You know, we really don't know. But, I mean, he hasn't steered us wrong yet, so I think that it will all work out. But I am really excited about our new house as well because it's just so cute. I can't wait to show you guys some of it. I just love it. And I love that it's very similar to this house in a lot of ways. It helps the transition a lot. It really helps our transition. So anyway, I'm gonna get back to this. So I'm back. That call went really well. I forgot to record during it, but I actually have another one-on-one call coming up in a couple of minutes. But I thought I would show you guys really quick. So one of the things that I did just to really prepare for this time of, me just kind of like being fully involved in like moving and unpacking and all the things that are coming over the next couple weeks was that I batch recorded like 7 or 8 videos, I think. Somewhere between 6 to 8 videos I batch recorded because it helps me a lot. Like, it's so much easier for me to edit videos once they're filmed versus like still having to try to find time to film them. And so that's one of the main things I do. Like, anytime I know I'm getting ready to get into a busy season, because my YouTube channel is one of my #1 ways that I grow my business, it's very important to me. It's a priority. So I went ahead and recorded a lot of that stuff in advance. But one thing I like to do is to repurpose the clips from it. So this is actually a clip that I took from a video, and I'll show you guys. So it's this program that I use called Descript. And basically, as you can see, I have a little clip. It's literally 1 minute long, and then it transcribes everything for me. I like this because I am a bit of a grandma when it comes to doing things. I always prefer the computer over my phone, so I love that for this reason. And I also use this for my podcast recording too. So I've talked about Descript before, but I also like to use it for both because you can do captions. So once it transcribes it, here's the video over here so you can kind of see
my lives. In fact, a lot of times it was just...
And I created this little thing with this top part. I did this in Final Cut Pro. And so now I'm just going to highlight everything, and I'm going to actually insert captions, and it's super easy to do. And so now, boom, and then I'm just going to move my captions up to this little area that I left for the captions to live. And so now we have it like this.
We don't want to look silly. We want there to be an audience on there for us to engage with. But in the humble beginning, there was not a whole lot of that happening for me. And so that was something that I really had to work through, was to realize that we all have to start somewhere.
So I go through and just basically make sure grammar and stuff is right. And then I'm getting ready to post this on Instagram. But the reason I'm sharing this is because, as you guys can see, like, I'm fully documenting an extremely busy season, and yet content is still being created. Things are being repurposed, and that is really the name of the game. And even on our call today, it was our accountability and co-working call that we do once a month in the membership. One of the topics that came up during that time is about just trying to really make sense of your time when you have a lot of things going on, when you are busy, when you are a mom, you're a wife, you have a 9-to-5 job, you're doing all of these different things, and you're trying to fit this business in. It can feel very impossible, to make it work. And so one of the big things I love to just remind the ladies in there is that you have to be intentional with your time, and you really have to prioritize what's making sense for you and your business in terms of growing, both monetarily, of course, but also just in general, just growing overall awareness of your brand, I think, is also important too, especially in the beginning. And so this is a great way for me, like, even though I'm not really creating anything brand new right now, I have just like three-ish weeks of content that I already can just pretty much post, which is beautiful. It's so beautiful. So I'm really happy that I've done that. And it just makes life so much easier. So I'm going to go through and do these, and I have my call coming up. And then I'm going to shift gears again, and we're going to continue to declutter this house because literally, y'all, like I was saying earlier, we have one more day until these movers come. And quite frankly, I feel ready, but I think I'm gonna start like just getting some stuff even more so like consolidated to make it easier for these folks. So that's what I'm gonna work on tonight. I'm gonna continue packing. Maybe I'll share a little bit of it, but in this next montage, feel free to just share some encouragement for anyone that might be watching this video, anything that's on your heart. And if someone sees it in the comments, definitely spread the love. That's what this channel is all about, encouraging one another. And also, that'll stop me from having to continue to talk and look crazy for y'all for my tongue that is hurting. So, I'll be back. Okay. I look crazy right now. It's so windy outside. Oh my gosh. Our reef like blew off the door, so I had to grab that. I'm actually on my way. This is still the same day. My tongue is still just amazing, y'all. Okay. Anyway, Emery has a little fever. Not really anything concerning, but I always like to just monitor her to just see what's going on. And then if she is fighting off something, then definitely want to do it. It's like, of course, this would be happening while this is going on, but at the same time, it's like, it is what it is. Luckily, we have our just things we do in place. So one of the things we do, whenever I throw around the word sick, she always ends up wanting some chicken noodle soup, which actually works because I don't have anything planned for dinner. So I'm going to grab that for her, and I'm going to grab myself a frozen pizza. I'll have to show you all the pizza, but it's this margarita pizza from the brand, I think it's like called Cauliflower or something. It's like a cauliflower crust pizza, but it's so good. So I'm going to be getting that one for dinner. And then Evan, what did he say? He wants this other frozen pizza that he likes. So that's what we're doing for dinner today. We're keeping it simple. I've removed the guilt that is around trying to meal plan and have all the things together, because it's just really hard to be trying to do my regular stuff in the midst of all this moving. And so, as you guys saw in the last clips, I'm trying to get the office together because I really don't want to have all these little bits and pieces flying around in boxes and stuff. Like, I want things to be somewhat organized. So that's what I'm doing. I'm probably not going to get to everything, but as long as I can at least be like 80% done, I think I'm good. And I've kind of been doing that over the last week or two. So we'll see. But anyway, so that's what I'm doing. But I cannot believe, I know I keep saying this, I know y'all probably gonna get sick of me saying it, but when you're watching this video, we will not be here anymore. I'm just like, this is crazy, like, it's crazy when a chapter is ending and when you've just known something one way for so long. And so it's like, I can't even, like, even though I know in less than a week we will be moved, I just can't even envision us somewhere else right now. It's so weird. So I really have just been praying a lot lately just for all of us to feel at peace with this transition, for it to be fruitful in so many different ways, just praying for just amazing new relationships. And I'm excited too, because it's like a lot of the clients and things that I work with are kind of in that area of the country anyway. So I'm just like, the possibilities even for my business, I feel like are just going to open up so much. Maybe I'll be able to do something in person. Like, I don't know, y'all. I just feel like there's some really good things coming, but it's just kind of like this part of the unknown. And just how's it going to go? How's our neighborhood going to be? Just the vibe of everything. I don't know. It's just that little part, and I keep thinking about it, and I really can't help it. So that's what's just been on my mind, and I'm excited still, but it's just that part of you, that part of me that I'm just like, okay, what is this gonna be like? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. If you are moving, like, especially if you're relocating to somewhere completely different, you know, and especially for us, like, we didn't even get a chance to really go there and look, just because of how the timeline of everything ended up. We didn't even get to go and look. So we're like moving into a house sight unseen. We're going to be living in a city sight unseen. Like, I've never done that before. So it's definitely just a lot of newness happening. And yeah, a lot of things we've had to let go of control on. But I feel like it's going to be good. I'm just going to speak that. It's going to be good. Everything is going to be just fine. We are going to be all right. Can you hear that I'm like trying to convince myself as I'm talking through it? But no, I do feel that way. There's definitely some like weird details and stuff we're trying to work out, like especially with our rental car, because the moving company is coming to pick up our cars on Friday. We're supposed to be getting a rental car Thursday, but the movers are supposed to be at our house pretty much all day Thursday. So I'm like, I don't know when we'll have an opportunity to go, because we both have to go to pick up the rental car because somebody has to drive the other car back. So yeah, I wish I would have thought that through a little bit more, but everything literally was so last minute with the relocation stuff. And now I'm just kind of like, oh crap, like we probably needed to pick up the car the day before, but now there's no reservations to do it. So I'm just like, it'll all work out though. It'll all work out. I know it's gonna do its thing. It's gonna do its thing, okay? We're gonna pray and hope that it does its thing, okay? Future Tatiana, hopefully your tongue is healed, but also hopefully you are sitting in your new home in South Carolina, smiling back at this footage like, girl, what are you tripping about? That's really what the hope is, okay? So, anyways, let's go get this food. I was just sitting here and I'm just like, I am really over all of these logistics and trying to figure out this packing stuff. Like, I'm over it. I don't know really what I feel right now. You know, people just be nosy, but and you know, although there have been moments where I was just like, why are we here, you know? God has been so good through it all.